Hello everyone, I'm 100% me and this here is my good friend Wood. And we'd very much like to welcome you back into my world where we have a bit of a problem that we need to take care of. Now I feel like to properly explain the problem, we need a little bit of a refresher. This village over here, it's pretty close to spawn. And this is of course where we landed when we first came into this world over here. Now in this village, there were a lot of iron golems spawning everywhere, like it was absurd how many iron golems there were. And somehow, those iron golems always ended up in this hole, unable to get out again. So I decided, why not take a little bit of a profit out of it, and I put in this water stream to push the iron golems into this lava, and this kind of gave us a little trickle of iron. And roses and also one piece of wool. Now you may notice that there are no longer any iron golems. Because you see, if we go over in this direction a little bit, this is where spawn is. True spawn, it's somewhere over here. There it is. I decided to build a proper iron golem farm, right? That one was it was never really going to be anything efficient. I decided to build a proper one. The thing is, there aren't any iron golems in here either. It doesn't seem to be working, and okay, we had more than we had before for some reason. Somehow it sort of started working. I don't really know what that's about. For the longest time this only had 44 iron in. And we got a little bit more than that now. But still not a massive amount. The thing is, I don't think it's working properly. Right? And I think I kind of want to fix it. Because there's no point in having essentially 2 iron farms. None of which are working. So here is what I'm thinking, right? And I'm going to sleep in this. Actually, let's go sleep now. Huzzah, we've slept. So here's the thing, right? Ever since I built this iron golem farm, iron golems stopped spawning over there. And so my theory is that somehow these and that... Oh no, not this, not now, I've just slept. Let's go wait out the rain under the cover of the trees. My theory is that this new iron golem farm over here and the village over there somewhere, that they are interfering with each other. Now I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not the most technical Minecraft player ever, and I don't quite understand exactly how these iron golem farms are supposed to work. But I do know is that these iron golems only spawn in villages. And what we do when we build iron golem farms is we sort of mimic a village, sort of, I think. And I think because I built that one pretty close to that one, it thinks that it's one really big village. That's my current working theory anyway. And for something in Minecraft to be counted as a village, it needs beds, I think. And so what I'm going to do right now in an attempt to solve the situation is remove all the beds from that village over there. Let's get rid of all the beds and hope that this actually works. Hello, do you have a bed in here? No, not seeing one. Excuse me, sir, do you have a bed? I don't think you do. Hello, oh, you have a bed? Sorry, I'm taking it. Yes, I'm sorry. It's necessary, okay? They don't have a bed either. And there's no bed inside here. Now, the only place where there's a bed still is my own little house over in this village. My home away from home. I kind of want to keep my bed over here. I sort of feel like this might be far enough away. Let's just keep it for now. And then I'll go checking throughout the episode on the iron farm over at spawn point. And hopefully this would have done something. Hopefully I'll see more iron coming in. Alright, so I've just decided to do the smart thing and actually read what the wiki has to say about villages. And the wiki says, and I quote, "A subchunk is a village center if it contains at least one claimed bed, bell or job site block. The 26 subchunks in a 3x3x3 cube around such a subchunk are also considered part of a village." That is all very technical, isn't it? I think what it means is that removing the beds alone isn't enough. We also need to remove the bells over there. Boop. And there we go. But it's also talking about claimed workstation blocks. And those are those blocks over there. I think, and this is kind of annoying, I'm going to have to move all the villagers somewhere else. So welcome everyone to the ugly area of my world. You know, I always like making my worlds look very pretty. But I always allow myself one ugly area. And that is usually an industrial area where I do not feel like making everything look good. Sometimes it really is easier to let function come before form. And so I think what I'll do is move all the villagers to somewhere over here. Make one of those really ugly looking villager trading halls and just move them over here. I think somewhere over here will be a good position for our villager trading hall. And if we move all the workstations over to here, then that means it will be far enough away from the, what's it called? Iron farm. Now I need you to get into the boat. Yes, thank you, thank you. Now I need you to get into a different boat. Thank you, thank you. And you... let's move this one out of the way a little bit. Beep, 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 beep. I need you into yet another boat. Come on, you can do it. You're a big boy. There you go. Oh, that's fantastic. Now... this is going to be a lot easier said than done. We move them over to there, the new villager trading area. And just to be sure no zombies get to them, which they shouldn't honestly, but still, just going to block that off. Now we've got a bit of a problem here because we need to go up. Yes, I know exactly what to do in this situation. Let's see, do I have any? Not in here, but that's fine. I have some in here. Pistons. And I also be wanting a pressure plate. Let's make a pressure plate like so. Because now, if we just put a piston over here and a pressure plate on top there, on the side there, whoop, we should just be able to row up. Look at that. Now we have a different problem because this boat won't go in there. But the villager does need to go in there. So what we'll do is, so I do not have enough blocks, let's just use this for it. If I break you, yes, 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 yes. Now I only need you to go forward a little bit. Toolsmith needs a smithing table. There you go, buddy. Have fun in your new job over there. Now we can move the next one over. Alright, they're all in place now, as you can see. Some of these, I believe this one, took a little bit of damage. So I'm going to just splash some of them randomly. There you go. I think they should all be good for now. I kind of fear, though, that we can have the little tiny baby zombies come over here and give these guys a bad day. So I'm kind of needing to do something about that still. But I think that if we do something like this on all of them... Oh, there you go. They should all be good. I think. That's my theory. Let's hope I'm right. And I'm not sure if I've said it already. If I have, this won't make it into the video. But I put magma blocks underneath. They see that, of course, as a block they can't stand on. And I believe it sort of disables their AI, making them a little bit more lag friendly, I think. And so that means that now all the claimed beds, all the bells, and all the claimed job working blocks, they're all gone now, and so this is no longer a village. It shouldn't be anyway. Which means that that one, this iron farm over here, should start producing more iron. I mean, I doubt it has still, but not much time has passed. So why don't we just check back later and see if that works. Come on, Wood, let's go do something else now. Like clean up my inventory. Next item on the agenda is the rockets over here. You see, the problem is, these are all the rockets that I have, and pretty soon I won't be able to fly anymore. And so I need some sort of proper infrastructure for my rocket setup, right? Now what I was thinking, over here at Gorf we have of course the industrial area where we have the slime farm that we finished last episode. But I'm thinking we can probably put like a gunpowder factory here as well. I'm just sort of not quite sure if that is the right call to make, because of course these creatures, they aren't really flying creatures. They just came from the water, right? They're not going to be up in the air. So I'm not quite sure if this is the right place for a rocket making area. But maybe they can have in this area, right? The area is kind of dark and grungy. Maybe they don't have anything against making TNT and whatnot. So maybe they can just have an explosives factory that we just happen to use for making rockets. Perhaps that will work. It does kind of bring me to something else we need to take care of over here. All the way back when we got here first, we saw that floating island, right? And we sort of figured, well, hey, maybe we can use that. Maybe have more floating islands around. But as the story has developed, I really don't think that makes a whole lot of sense, right? As a bit of a refresher, the people that live here used to live all the way underwater. We have those very beautiful waterlogged caves down here, right? This is where they used to live. But then they came to the land and they sort of evolved to be amphibious creatures. Creatures that live both in water as well as on the land. They even have a church over here dedicated to the god of the land, right? And that is kind of the stage in their evolution that they are at, and I feel like it doesn't really make sense if they then also start flying, right? Have islands way up in the air. And so I think I'm actually going to get rid of that. Yes, that's exactly how I intended to do that. We can just climb up the vines here, that would be easy. Ooh, we'll be needing to get rid of that one as well. Let's see if I can get up there without a problem. There, almost. Oh no! I've got a plan, I've got a plan, I've got a plan. There it is. Nope. Eh. Try that one again. Oh no, what am I doing? Woo. Yes, okay, I got him. I got it. And there you go, removed. Now, I think we have no more floating islands around. At least not in the immediate vicinity where these frog people live. Now I think this is a beautiful place for a TNT factory, right? It's right next to the slime factory over there. What I think I'm going to do is go down underground and dig out a little creeper farm. So that we can get lots and lots of gunpowder. And it's going to be great. And I'm going to sleep because it's getting dark. And there we are. Look at that. It's amazing. We've got a whole bunch of platforms with trapdoors on them. Let me walk you through it a little bit. The idea is pretty simple. Once we knock out all those torches, it will be dark enough here for monsters to spawn on these platforms. Whoop. Now you see the trapdoors here? They're here for a really good reason. Because the zombies and skeletons, they are too tall. They need a 2-block high space to spawn, right? And these trapdoors make it just a little bit less than 2 blocks tall, right? This is 2 blocks tall, and you see this is a little bit lower than that, right? And so, essentially, really only creepers can spawn here, because they don't need the full 2 blocks to spawn. So now we really only have creepers spawning here. Now the creepers think that these trapdoors are closed like this, and that they can walk over them. But they can't, because the trapdoors are open. And so they'll fall down into the fire pit over here. Now this is where I've realized a little bit of a problem with my design. And for that, let me go back up just a little bit. Remember how I said that when we knock out the torches it'll be dark enough? I just realized those campfires also emit light. And so it won't ever be dark enough, really. Most of the farm is going to be pretty inefficient, which is kind of a shame. I need to rip out these campfires. So these campfires, whoop, now it's dark. So those campfires are how I was going to kill them. So I'm going to have to come up with a different way of doing it. What I'm thinking is I'll do the same as what I did for the slime farm. Where I just had them in a water stream, the slime's in a water stream, right? And then I just have them pricked to death by cactus or something. I think it might be a good idea. There, this should do for a collection system. Over there is the hole that the creepers fall through. And the water streams will push them into the cactus, where they die, of course. There are hoppers over here that will bring the gunpowder over to here. Underneath there is a dropper with a water stream into it, and that will bring everything up to the top, which is kind of where I want it, of course. And of course we will still need to work on a proper collection system up there. For now I've just got one chest hooked up. Also for now, it is time that I start taking out the torches and making everything really, really dark. Which is somewhat scary because, well, creepers spawn here, which is the purpose. But also creepers spawn here and I don't want them to blow up any of my hard work, of course. And there we go. That, I believe, is everything. And now creepers can spawn. Get rid of this torch as well. Oh, now it's really dark. Let's quickly get out and block this off. Wood, come, quick. And now creepers should be able to spawn in there. Currently, this is where the... Oh, there we go. I was going to say this is where the gunpowder should come up. I wanted to see if it really did come up over here, but it looks like it's all working. I've got a working creeper farm, everyone. Uh-oh. I'm not sure you can hear it, but I was here just cleaning up some of my stuff, and then I heard... You see that over there? There's a spider. There's one over there as well. This isn't just a creeper farm, it's also a spider farm, which is not something that I wanted. And it's not even a good spider farm at that, because it doesn't actually farm the spiders. Spiders will just climb the walls, right? Looks like I'm not quite done here. I do know how to fix it though. It's just kind of annoying. It's a bit of a chore. The solution, in case you're wondering, is to just put slabs every other block. Spiders need 2x2 to spawn, and so if you block that with a slab, then they can't spawn here anymore. Now I get to get rid of all the torches once again. The stupid thing is I kind of already suspected it might have been an issue, the spider spawning. I just chose to not build a solution into the design. Hello. Sometimes I'm just a little too lazy for my own good. Hello. Well, it produced a little bit of string, so that is sort of nice, I guess. If you remember from last episode, we've got the music disc Other Side from Lena Raine. And I absolutely love that music disc. And so what I was thinking is we can listen to it while we build the gunpowder shop / factory over here. It is going to be great. I'm going to love it. You're all going to love it. And I'm running out of things to say. Let's go! Would you look at that? That over there is the gunpowder factory. And you can see it's a bit smaller than the slime factory. But that's mostly because slime factory is bigger for their economy here, right? Their economy is their export of slime balls. Here is the gunpowder factory. It's pretty cool. I think it is pretty cool. Here's a look behind the scenes. This is where the gunpowder comes in, right? And it gets processed. This is where the sand comes in. You can see some of it got spilled on the floor over here. It's a little annoying to clean up. And then it gets made into TNT. So now here I am hoping that nobody with a flame bow walks in here. Wait, I've got a flame bow. I'll be really careful not to shoot the TNT anyway. Come on, Wood, we've got to not forget something. Let's take out the disc over here because that song is finished now. Now I've got a little bit of gunpowder now and finally I can go make more rockets. The problem is I don't really have any paper over here at Gorf, which means that with this one little rocket I need to make it all the way over to spawn. So let's see if that works out. Oh, come on, this again, I just slept. Also, it doesn't look like we'll be making it all the way to spawn. Or technically, we are exactly at spawn. And it's a good thing we are here because I believe I sort of promised we were going to check this out. And it hasn't produced any more iron. I have no idea what to do with this farm over here. I don't think it's working properly. Maybe it's the design, maybe it's just I didn't set it up properly, maybe something else is wrong, I do not know. We'll figure that one out another time. Come on, Wood. Look at that, we've got all the rockets in the world now. But then again, I'm the only one with rockets in the world, and so I was always going to have all the rockets in the world. I'm going to store most of those in here. This is my rocket shulker box. And that way I always have rockets with me in my ender chest. Ooh, I think my potatoes are finishing. Ah. Isn't it much better now that the rain is gone? I cleared the rain just so I could do my outro. Also, while I was waiting around, I was thinking maybe some of you have some great ideas for the iron farm. Should I just completely build a different one, tear this one down, or should I try a little bit more to fix it, even though I have no idea how? Maybe you have some suggestions on how I can fix it. I have no idea. But with all that being said, done and built, I think this is the end for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!